Good evening and welcome to Angel's Haven. What you are about to see is an evidence that, number one, I have great friends. Number two, at least two of my great friends are named Michelle. And number three, both of my friends named Michelle are talented. So the backstory to this, as some of you might remember, is that when I had my house built, I originally had wanted a Nature's Head composting toilet or an Airhead composting toilet. I wasn't sure which. So I did some research and I picked the Airhead composting toilet. But the builder got the wrong one. So for about 5 years I lived with the wrong one, and then I got a new one 2 years ago. I asked my friend Tim Anderson to swap them out, and he brought his friend Michelle Bird, who has become my friend. And when we swapped them out, we realized that the new one required that you have a hole in the house to put the vent in, and the old one already had a vent that went into a vent pipe, I guess that's what you call it, that was interior to the wall of the bathroom. And we thought, well, why not just use the old one? Well, that worked for about a year and a half, and then it didn't work. And so after consultation with the tech people at Airhead, I bought a new vent system from them because I hadn't kept the one that came with the composting toilet. In fact, I gave it to Tim, and he gave it away to somebody else. So I got a new one, and Michelle Burt and our other friend Michelle Burke, yes, they're both Michelle B., and they're both farmers, and they're both very talented. And they installed the new vent, and that's what you're about to see. So please enjoy.
There. It should be that. And then if we gave it an extra 1/4 inch. Well, actually, this is not exact, so this is, come on, you. That's 2 1/2. Okay, so that's kind of roughly the up and down part. And we know that we want at least this far. We can probably go farther to the right.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are you looking at the window?
The window around the corner I measured down from.
Your stud, according to the inside, made it look like the stud, or the picture made it look like the stud is about here.
Oh, awesome.
So plenty of room.
Thank goodness I had those pictures.
Yeah.
But I can go over here so it hits more at 14. So it's a little farther this way.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then back to the making sure that I'm still in the same up and down spot.
Inches, great.
Close about 1/4.
Yep.
Want to go for it?
Go for it.
Really?
I trust you.
Am I level?
You're tilted a little up,
Okay, is this level?
a little more down.
Okay.
There. There, level.
Okay. You warned me.
I'm gonna go to the inside.
All right, we have our first chunk to get out of here.
Are you through the siding?
Yes, I'm through
Wow.
the siding. So now I have to get this out of here. on you. Let go. Ooh, it's got pins in it. Careful, careful.
So can
Oh,
you
wow, these funny little pins fall through.
can you see insulation?
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, you're Tyvek. You're at the Tyvek layer.
Yeah, that'd be accurate. So, okay. Step one.
Wow. Good Missouri cedar there.
Yeah. And then, let's see if I understand this right. Alright. Dawn dropped it together, so it looks like. How do these damn things work? There's these funny little rods. I don't know what they do.
Oh, you're at the plywood.
Yes. So there's these little, whatever these are,
Whatever what's on.
these, that go underneath the thing I'm screwing down.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they do.
Well, if you don't
Well, I
know,
took
I
it
don't
apart
know.
to get this out, then these popped out.
Oh.
But I don't know what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, what are
But look, we're at the. We've got one
Oh,
layer
yeah.
down.
Alright.
Pretty exciting.
I think I have to call Dawn and go, which side's right side up?
Let me see.
I don't know which side's right side up. Because they fall straight through. There's no...
My guess.
But yeah, there's no... Yeah, be careful because it'll just fall through. No, that goes on the other side.
Oh, that connects into that.
Okay, question for you. We've picked the spot, we're cutting the hole, and then to get the chunk of siding to pop out, I unscrewed it, and these funny little pins drop out. What constitutes right side up? Let's do video call. Okay, let's see where to switch. These little
Oh,
pins.
just like this. Okay.
And trying to figure out how to index them right so they stay in the spot and not fall through. That's what it is?
Oh, I see. Okay, you're talking about holes now.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's what it's supposed to do is
Yeah. You see how the other pin is?
yes.
That one goes in the opposite 180 degrees.
Okay.
Opposite that, and the same way.
Okay. I just didn't realize that they would fall all the way through.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's a strange design, but okay.
Well, you only have to unscrew that knob just far enough for the pins to disengage from the blade.
So I went too far to get this off of there so that I could get to the back side and knock that chunk out.
Sure.
All right,
that
well,
right?
at least like that.
Should it screw down further?
Well, if the pins are lined up in the holes,
Oh, yeah, turn this bottom. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. We
Got
understand
it.
more.
okay.
It's a puzzle. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon. I've never put one together before.
Right, me neither.
Right. And there's a bunch of different versions out there because, you know,
Yeah.
how many different proprietary whatevers. All right. It still
Now I'm
seems-
going to the inside.
All right, so now we're going to get through the plywood sheeting that's underneath here. Not through it yet. Come on. Okay. Come on, you. I think a screwdriver is the right answer for that. Ah!
What?
We found a stud.
Oh.
Okay, we know there's a lot of studs.
Yeah, well, that's what we noticed in the picture. There were more studs than one would normally.
Now, you don't have to put holes in the... okay, so come take a look at it.
Oh, yeah.
So what we couldn't see in the picture, we knew there were studs here. And based on the window above, we're pretty sure there's a stud over there. They may have put this stud in a sideways way to catch the nails in the siding. That might be why they picked putting it there, because did you see where it your video cut off?
Hang on.
All right.
Okay, we accidentally stopped the video, so Michelle, wait. All right, we accidentally stopped the video, so Michelle will recap what we're doing.
So we know there's studs over here. We know that the upper window has a stud somewhere, maybe not centered, but over here. We did not expect a stud right here and going this way. So we're gonna move the bit over to miss all of that wood, and the exhaust, the flange is going to cover most of this anyway, and filling in the oops can be done in any of a number of decorative ways, and it'll be fine.
Go for it.
And yes, that is not unexpected.
Now you have to go through the siding again. That was fun.
It was also kind of expected.
Because you're in siding again.
Well, because it's no longer, you noticed on the first round, as all of these teeth grab the siding, of course it wants to whip the drill around, which is less than fun. And keep going. I'm going to have to take it apart anyway. So,
yeah.
So yeah, whipping the drill around is not... All right, so now we're to the insulation.
Okay.
So we have siding and the sheeting underneath it, and then
the sheeting being plywood?
Yeah, so there's a plywood layer underneath the siding with Tyvek in between.
Okay.
And then there's insulation.
Okay. Standard
fiberglass. And then there's no reason to cut holes in the fiberglass because you can just push it out of the way.
Okay.
And now at the back side of the wall.
Okay, that's good.
There's
so
enough room.
Okay.
Now, is this thing deep enough? Okay. And
we had to move over. We hit a stud.
uh-oh.
That's okay.
So
we got
move over. So we'll just have to be decorative in our creative solutions.
The flange is 5 inches and the hole is 2.5, so we have a little leeway.
Yeah. 5.
And that grab. Oh yeah.
You should
Hey,
be
take
through.
a picture of the saw coming through.
Yeah, get a picture.
Or a video.
Yeah, we can splice the video. I have a son that video edits. Yeah.
I think I can hear it coming in.
Yeah. Well, it is a tiny house.
All right, you got a video going? All right. Hopefully it is where we think it is. Boink!
Are you through?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
One reason to stop is it does heat up. All
Yeah.
that friction. And now you can see inside.
Can you see, Michelle?
Yeah, look through.
Here, I'll hand it to you. You can look it through.
Alrighty. And there's the inside side.
All right. Woohoo! Hooray! Now we have to go cover up the hole until this is the unboxing of the new Airhead vent system. Not to be confused with the old Airhead vent system, which no one knows what happened to it. Oh. Oh. Okay, so that's the part that goes outside, right?
Yes, I believe so.
That's the shroud.
With the fan built in.
Built in?
Mhm.
Huh. I don't think I knew that.
And the hose.
This should be easy. And this should be easy. Oh, this is the hard.
Threaded.
I don't think.
And a filter.
Oh, this could be that's the power. Do we have to wire it? Or is it
Yeah.
plug and play?
Wire it, but it looks pretty simple.
Huh. It's easy for you to say. That's it?
That's it.
You know, I have to say, I don't remember getting that with the one I bought.
Yeah, this would have been really simple to just attach.
But we had to have a hole in the house. That was why we didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think whatever we got, I don't think it looked like that.
And I did read in the instructions that you need plumber's glue or plumber's adhesive, which I brought.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I was expecting they would include that, but they didn't.
They would include what?
The plumber's adhesive. Okay.
Especially if they say you need it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the fan can be. I don't think it goes outside. Because
Yeah, that's where you
attach the
Does this
hose.
go on the inside?
I think so.
Is there
What
no
goes
shroud
on
for
the
the
outside? I feel like there's supposed to be another part.
You know, I tried to print the instructions to make it easy, but the printer kept getting jammed.
Okay, we're going to suspend the videotaping and let Michelle look at the instructions. Okay, we are here for part 2 of the new vent install. And that lovely lady is Michelle Burt. And we have now gotten the replacement vent kit from Airhead. And thanks to Michelle, we got a wonderful little grate cover that'll go on the outside of the house. And she is assembling the legitimate Airhead vent hose and fan, and that's a housing, right? Is that what that's called?
What is this called? This is just called
A shroud. Is that a straight line shroud?
Sure.
Is
In
the
diagram, they just call it a mount.
Oh, is the fan built into the mount?
Yeah.
Is there another piece? Oh, there's another piece, right?
Another piece where? What, should you
I thought there was another piece that went, I think the company changed my order, and I originally had another piece ordered, and they said I didn't need it, so I think that's what I'm confused about. And do we have the screen in that?
Yes.
So that was the troublemaker in the non-conforming setup. It did not have a screen in the entry tube because the screen in the old setup, the Naturehead setup, was integral to the base of the composting toilet. And when I took away that base, I took away the screen.
Loving their diagrams. Oh, I just remembered when you're looking at it online, the page numbers don't quite line up.
Oh. You mean from the table of contents?
2 fan, 2 toilet, inline screen. Well, it's like it's meant to be printed as a book with staples in the middle, so you go from page 3, and then when it's time to get to page 4, you have to go a few pages further.
Oh. Well, that seems a little... I'm sure... I don't understand why they didn't throw another hard copy in the box with all this stuff, but...
Right? It'd be a lot easier to read.
Oh, what is in the can? That's something you brought?
Yeah, this is the glue.
Oh. The glue not included glue?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Let's see if I can... So, we have to block up the hole. I'll get a shot of that later. We have to block up the hole where the old vent went into the baseboard there.
So I took you have basically exactly this, but without the screen. I removed that. So really, I think instead of this whole thing, you just needed this to go into there.
Because I had the one that came with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
And
I think that thing cost, that was the cheapest component of the whole setup.
Let's see. This is not what that looks like. Snap in screen breather. What's the screen breather? Okay, we're supposed to cut the hose.
Cut it?
The gray female cuff must be threaded onto the glued to the inboard side end of the hose. Inline screen. Screened male cuff must be threaded onto, but not glued, in the outgoing hose. Okay.
Do you need gloves?
Would be wise.
There's probably some rubber gloves in that cabinet to your left if you want that. And I have work gloves as well if you want those.
Okay. This hose is really long. I think we should cut it down.
Well, remember you put the hole lower than I originally thought it was going to be.
I mean, you could have put the hole in the floor, it said.
The guy on the phone told me that he recommended it be higher than the base of the composting toilet.
Okay.
So that's why we did it that way.
Makes sense. Yeah, but I mean, you don't want excess hose because that's just more room for stuff to kind of get clogged.
Okay.
So I think we'll cut the hose down.
What do you need to cut it?
Do you have like a box cutter?
I do. Where is it? It might be in the car because I used it this weekend.
This is reverse threaded.
Let me pause.
What I don't understand is, so this goes to the fan. Why are there two ends?
Did the straight tube come with the new kit?
I'm not sure what this is supposed to be for.
I
feel
think
like this just goes into the toilet, and then this goes to the wall.
Yeah, I think the straight tube was something we acquired trying to make the thing work better.
Okay.
I don't think it's part of anything.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and electrical tape this thing together, mount this there, and then once that's mounted, we'll know how much of this we need, and then this just twists into this.
Oh, okay.
And where the glue was supposed to be in the straight tube, but I don't quite understand. I think the straight tube is probably so that if you have an external mounted cover that something can connect to, this would connect to that.
Oh. Did it come with the new box?
I think, no, that doesn't make sense because this has the fan, so this has to mount to the wall.
Do you think the straight tube was in the box of new stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I probably ordered the wrong thing or something.
All we need is to connect this to the wall and this to the toilet, and we can do all those things
without the straight tube.
Yeah.
And where was the glue supposed to go?
Onto the straight tube, and it says in the instructions to put one end of this on here and the other end on the straight tube, as if the straight tube's going to connect to something else. But that something else must be this. But in your case, this is that something else. Honestly, I'm not feeling 100% sure. You should not post this on the internet in case I'm doing this wrong.
I will give due disclaimers.
I'm going to go ahead and hook up the fan and make sure it's blowing in the right direction. Just that way.
Oh, yeah. I think it only blows in one direction.
Where did I put?
Okay, now we're connecting what to what?
The red to the plain black side, and then the blue to the side that's black with stripes.
Because that's negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
The plain black is positive. I need the tape. Where did I put that?
Did you lose the electric tape? It's probably under the box.
Electrical.
Yeah.
component that I was.
I think that particular electrical tape might have been pilfered. I think I pilfered that. Can I admit that on a videotape? In all fairness, I think I pilfered it from my now ex-husband. And I'm sure he took some things of mine, so breaking up is hard to do. So you're connecting the adapter to the fan?
Yeah.
Is the wire long enough that we're going to be able to reach the...
Sounds like it.
Well, it's a power strip. We can always...
I might have to use your other stuff. This isn't very sticky.
Good stuff. Okay, so now what are you doing?
Okay, so it turns out on this, the black, despite what the internet says, the plain black one is goes to the blue, and the black with the dashes goes to the red.
And how did you determine that?
It didn't work, so I switched them, and then it worked.
Oh, we call that the Socratic method, or trial and error, or the scientific method? Trial and error. We're going to go in trial and error. Well, that's good. So plain black, that means plain black is positive?
In this case, but the internet says that typically it's the other way around.
Uh-huh, well...
But the internet also says you should check, because that's not a hard
universal. It's not universal. Yeah. So now we get to take off the duct tape that we put there 2 weeks ago over the hole. Oh, you put... Oh, there's a Lyra. Is that a Lyra's bag?
Yep.
Thank you, Mrs. Lyra, or Mr. Lyra. I don't know if there's... Anyway, I do know that there is a Lyra family. So thank you to the Lyra family for their fine garbage bags that we have used to keep this hole secure. You're going to pull it out from the other side?
Yep.
That seems prudent.
It's stuck on something on the outside.
It's probably stuck on duct tape. Otherwise known as 200-mile-an-hour tape. That's pretty exciting.
And we learned that you have to provide your own screws.
We learned. We didn't learn. You learned. And you had the foresight to bring your own screws. Did you remember that there were no screws and you just randomly brought some?
No, I just keep the screws in the
Oh, man.
bag.
You're like a very handy person, Ms. Burt. So am I going to have to get a wire cover or something?
It is funny. It's a weird design. But yeah, you can put all of those into a wire strip.
Mm-hmm.
That just taps right.
Why do they just clean the wires loose like that?
I don't know.
Oh, I bet they expect you to hardwire it.
Run the wires through your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then they wouldn't show.
We could do that.
No, we
Then we
couldn't.
have to
There's
fish
no
it
power
out.
over there.
Well, we would fish it out, and then it would come back out. And I mean, it wouldn't get hardwired, but it would.
It would be
You
jury
wax.
rigged. We're not going to jury rig it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll get a wire cover or something. They have ones that sit flush to the wall, and
Yeah.
just be one more thing.
Yep. I don't like the placement of these wires.
I think I paid like $1 a foot for that hose.
Did they give you the option for how much?
Well, you know, it just depended on where we were going to put the hole. And the man to whom I talked said he would recommend it be higher than the base and no higher than 5 feet. And he said it's easy to cut, so get 5 feet, and if you need it lower, just cut it.
Okay.
That was how he described it. That seemed a little imprecise to me.
Well, cutting it is probably easy.
That looks awesome.
Okay. Turned on.
It turned on. Oh, wow. That's a good sign.
You need about this much. You have a lot of extra hose.
Okay, I'm going to...
So this is the part that goes into the toilet and has the screen.
Ah, the infamous screen.
Yeah.
The screen that we lacked. That's quite... that's actually a better setup, too, now that I look at it, than what I had. Because the other one, since it wasn't designed for use with this toilet, it would fall out all the time. So not only did it not have a screen, but it fell out.
Ta-da! Okay.
Yeah, let me hand you this. You can take a little, show where we're at. And we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to fix that power strip more. Oh, don't do that. I'll cut that out. We're going to have to fix that power strip more securely on the wall. Okay. And that is the outside vent cover. And we are going to install it. By we, I mean Michelle Burt. That was the best.
Okay.
Now there's the Lear's grocery bag. Oh, you took the duct tape off already? Gosh.
I hate to tell you, but there wasn't duct tape on this side.
There was not?
No. Oh, yeah, there was. Oh, it must have come off when I pulled it from that side.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I knew there was. We put it there.
Whoop.
Something bit you?
The fan is running.
The fan bit you? Oh, God. It said I should have had you sign a waiver. The fan is running. It goes pretty snug.
Yeah. Yeah, once the screws...
You know what what probably would help? Caulk.
Mm-hmm.
We can put a bead of caulk around it, can't we?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
And it covers the cattywampus hole the whole way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we got a kind of an oversized one.
And it also did not come with screws?
Not.
That's pretty funny. That's like when you order DoorDash and they don't bring you silverware.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happened to me the last time I was in Berkeley. I ordered DoorDash and I instantly called and said I need silverware. And they said, ma'am, I'm sorry, we can't reach that facility. They're very busy cooking.
That made a really nice seal, actually.
It did?
Yeah, it cinched down.
Oh.
And it had a little bit of flex, so it molded to the shape of the wood.
Oh, cool.
My husband's dying.
That's-
Done!
Yay! Take a bow, take a bow. Yay!
And one for Michelle Burke.
And one for Michelle Burke who's out here. Yay! Thank you. So here it is, the new vent, properly affixed to the wall. We will have to get wire covers for the wires for the adapter. We think the setup, the way they've done it, is because they expect you to hardwire it. So we'll figure that out. And there's the hole where the old vent went into the box. And Michelle looked at the vent on the roof and she said it's just a PVC pipe. So we're just going to cap it on the outside. And I'm going to clean up the mess from the rainwater coming in the old vent when we took it out. And then it'll be done. So there you have it. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson in the two Michelles and their amazing ability to do great things with power tools. So thank you for spending a few minutes of my tiny life with me, and I hope that taught you something about installing a vent for a composting toilet in a wooden tiny house. And if you don't have a friend named Michelle, you'll just have to use this video or one of the many other videos online that tell you how to do it. So good luck, and I'll see you next time.